Okay, I'm just running a little bit late. Just a tiny bit late. I should also
Probably swap back to my normal voice. Just a little bit late. Hello there. Oops, I always forget which one it is. Oops, I should probably turn these off. Hello, hello. Sorry, running a little bit late. Just a tiny bit. Welcome, everyone, to everyone's fifth favorite custom card reviewer. My name is the Duel Man. Shit, it's the TheDuelLogs. Shit. I actually stole the... No, I didn't steal it. I borrowed the name TheDuelLogs, and I added a "the" in front of it. Yo, TheDuelLogs, how's your day? Can I ask a question regarding your rules? I should probably write down the rules one of these days. Yes. Ah, I see you guys see the card up here. Just a reminder of the custom card rankings. Still number 5. Right here. One of these days, the TheDuelLogs will go up. Also, I got something new. I had it turned on at the beginning. And tell me if you guys can hear this. Actually, I don't want to use any of these. No. Only if it's necessary. Never mind. Let's get into this. How can I draw to you again? Yes, yes. Very nice. Let's, oops, wrong one. It's also the wrong one. Where the hell is the thing at? Oh, there's the red arrow. And let's turn off the rating. And today we will be going over archetypes again. Are you an anime girl IRL?
I can be whatever you want me to be.
Rescue Rabbit episode 4? I should really finish that one of these days. Excuse me? What? What happened? You don't like the music? I saw him say draw you. Well, that's concerning. How many cards I have to send for you to review? Yeah, it's the music. Alright, I turned the music down. It shouldn't be that loud, should it? Tell me if the music's too loud. I'll turn it down. Maybe that's what people are talking about. TheDuelLogs, I saw you in a Hall Live comment section the other day. When did you fall into the rabbit hole? It was Hardleg Joe who convinced me to watch them. If you want to blame anyone, it's Hardleg Joe at youtube.com/hardleggaming. He's another Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTuber. I told him I didn't like Hololive because it was a corporation running YouTube channels and it felt fake. And he's like, no, you have employees, you run multiple channels, you do the same thing, they just do it on a larger scale. And I was like, I hate that you're right about that. Okay, I'll give him a shot. And I ended up liking them. The music seems fine? Okay, do you watch anime? Yeah, I watch a ton of anime. No one watches more anime than I do. However, this isn't an anime stream. This is a custom card review stream. Today, we will be reviewing... Okay, a lot of custom cards. So, I have a grand total of 25 cards to cover. Here's the thing. Someone sent in a whole bunch of cards. Someone who is a high Patreon tier. Or if you're a tier 1 channel member. Like, priority guaranteed reviewing of your custom cards type thing. So this is someone who sent in a lot because he has priority viewing of the custom cards. Except he sent in 19 of them, so I cut it down to 6. And I'm just gonna review them over a couple of videos. Otherwise, that would be the entire stream. Would be reviewing all 19 of them. Which I'm sure he'd be fine with. It's just, I want to give him a proper rating. And if I did them all at once, I'd probably burn myself out and just kind of rush through them. Like, I sent a custom cards review by direct message on Twitter. I think I have direct messages turned off. Because... Wait, why do I have them turned off? Oh. For some reasons I can't really tell you guys. No, wait, I can't tell you. It's not that in thing. Here's the thing. Sometimes, if you're an internet... if you are an internet content creator, there we go, an internet personality of any type, you have some fans who wish to talk to you because it feels good to talk to someone who you think is famous. And they'll say anything in order to get attention. And allowing DMs just kind of encourages that kind of behavior, which is fine. Most of the time, like I'm saying like it's a bad thing. Most of the time it's totally fine. It's just, I feel bad about having to ignore messages, so I don't like to have too many avenues of direct messages open. Because if I spent all day replying to messages, then I'd never get any work done. So I just kind of limit it. There are still places to send me direct messages. It's just, I like to have as few of them as possible. And I don't really like Twitter. Surprisingly, considering how I only allow custom cards to be sent through Twitter, I don't really like Twitter very much. It's very toxic. So that's definitely one in which I don't want direct messages from. We can always talk to you here. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what streaming's for. Were those 19 custom cards created by Destamonkey? No. Okay, let's get into this. First up, we have Hand of Cyberstein by Chaz R. Johnson. This guy has been sending me custom cards for a long time. He also sent a couple to my business email. And I had to message him very politely to not do that. So he resubmitted them into Twitter. And I like that he drew custom art for it. So I'm going to go over them. This is for you, Chaz R. Johnson. I know you've been wanting me to review your custom cards for a while. Okay. So that explains why you're late for the custom card video. Dude, the reason I was late was I was just on Reddit. I was reading too much shit on Reddit. It was just normal procrastination shit. It was my fault. I was just being lazy. Alright. First, we have the Hand of Cyberstein. 10 minutes in and we're finally starting the reviews. So, it's a quick play spell card. When this card is activated by discarding 3 cards... Wait. When this card is activated by discarding 3 cards from your deck to the graveyard, and if this card is activated, you pick a number between 1 and 100, and whoever chooses a high number is the winner for that number in after duels. And if both players pick the same number and they choose a different number until the highest player. What? So this is just one really long sentence. I'm trying my best to kind of figure out what this card is doing, but I think it's missing a sentence. Did you have the name DuelLogs before you played Yu-Gi-Oh? Now, DuelLogs was the name of a guy who made dual replay videos for Yu-Gi-Oh! Online before they got shut down in 2012. And I was a huge fan of his channel. So I stole his name and his idea. Alright, next one. Cyberstein's Running Away. Counter trap card. This card can only be activated if your opponent's monster attacks a Cyberstein before battle. You can send all cards from your hand to your deck and shuffle it. Then your opponent's monster that is attacking and its level becomes level 1, I assume. And the Cyberstein's level gains attack equal to the attacking monster's original attack. And then Cyberstein gains 1000 attack and defense for each level. And if this card is in your graveyard and your opponent's monster attacks, and this card is in your graveyard and your opponent's monster attacks your life points before you battle, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate the attack, and end their turn. Looks like a joke archetype. I can assure you this is not a joke archetype. Literal theft. Hey, he quit. Plus, my name is different. His name was TheDuelLogs, and mine is TheDuelLogs. Okay. I don't know what this card does either. Someone in chat should try to explain that one to me. Next one, Cyberstein's Lab. A field spell card. I like the art on these. You can tell a lot of effort was put into them. I'm not sure the person who's made these speaks English. I'm pretty sure he speaks English. He's probably just a young kid. When this card is activated, all monsters from your field gains 1,000 attack and defense for each card in both players' graveyards and banished zone. And if your monster is getting attacked by a monster before battle, you can send one card from your graveyard to the deck to negate the attack and end their turn. And if this card is sent to the graveyard by card effects, you can summon 3 monsters from your graveyard or banished zone or hand to your side of the field in defense mode. And then this card is sent to your hand from the graveyard. I kind of understand what this one does. Next one, Cyberstein's Igor. Cyber's effect. When this card is summoned, you can select a card from your deck instead of a normal draw places. And then you can summon 1 Cyberstein monster from your deck or graveyard or banish zone to your side of the field in attack position. And its effects are negated until 4 turns are up. And if this card is sent to the graveyard by battle or by card effects, you can add 1 field spell card from your deck or graveyard or banish zone to your hand. And if you have a Cyberstein on the field, you can equip this card to it and then gain 4,000 life points for each turns. And the equipped monster gains 4,000 attack and defense and is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. Okay, I kind of understand what this one does too. So, this one, you can just add it to your hand instead of drawing a card if it's in your deck, which is ridiculously broken form of search. It allows you to special summon a Cyberstein, but you can't use its effect for 4 turns. And then you can equip this card to it. It gains 4,000 attack plus 16,000 life points and is unaffected by card effects. It becomes like an ultimate falcon. But that means you'd have to protect Cyberstein for 4 turns, which is not good. So it's simultaneously broken and kind of not very good. Which is, I love it. This is why I do custom card reviews for stuff just like this. Oh, I forgot to update the Discord link. I should do that right now before I forget. Alright, let me just process all this. I need to use big brain power in order to understand what's going on with these cards. Okay, I updated the Discord link. So, this one is kind of broken. Cyberstein's Lab allows you to summon 3 monsters from your graveyard, banish zone, or deck. That's broke. And this one requires you to send your entire hand to your deck in order to protect a Cyberstein, which isn't very good. And hand to the Cyberstein, I don't know what this card does at all. So let's give it a rating. Rating. Okay, so let me open up my grading scale. Do I have a grading scale written down somewhere? No, I was going to write that down and I forgot. So I made a deck based on limited cards? I don't know about that. So, just give me a second. I'm opening up my grading scale. Ah, here it is. I need to have this open, otherwise I don't remember how I rate these things. So, power. Is it too strong or too bad? For the power of this Cyberstein archetype, they're simultaneously too strong and not good enough. So does that like even it out? Like I generally don't give it any points at all if it's too strong, but they're also not strong enough. Lack of PSCT. I don't knock off points for lack of PSCT. Mainly because I can't do it right either. As long as I can kind of get the intention of what the card's trying to do, I think it's fine. I don't get what these cards are trying to do, though. This is probably a problem. I have to give it an inconclusive score on power because I don't know what they do. When it comes to creativity, I'm not sure. Would it be viable? I don't think so, or maybe it would be. How about the art? I like the art. Here, we can give the Cyberstein archetype a 3 out of 10. It would get 1 point on creativity and power, I guess. But also a +1 because of the art. All in all, here, let me give it a better score. I give it an Agnister out of 10. Some advice. Have someone proofread your cards next time before sending them in, because I can't understand what they're doing. And also, periods and commas would be very appreciative. Yes. All right, next one. Rise, zombies. Didn't you just make a top 10 about why Cyberstein can be abused with reproductives? Yeah, I did actually. You know, I forget because like I have these videos in the works for like a long time. So when a video actually comes out, I forget what's in it. Because like, oh yeah, I wrote the script for that like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so this one, Rise Zombies. It's a normal spell card, and its effect goes as follows. Special summon as many normal zombie-type monsters from your deck as possible. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 zombie-type monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. So, let's give it a rating. First up, power. This card's broke. This card is broken. Special summon 5 zombie-type monsters from your deck. I know it's normal zombie-type monsters, but that's still ridiculous. Then its graveyard effect is literally Mezuki, which is good. So it's 2 broken, which means it gets a 0 in power scaling. If you go over the line, then I give you a 0 in that. However, let's go into the next one. Creativity. It just special summons cards from the deck, and then also has a good graveyard effect. It's not bad, but I wouldn't call that especially creative. So I'll give it at least a point for that. And viable? Of course it'd be viable. It's broken. So we'll give it full points for that, plus a +1 for its art. 5 out of 10. That's a fair assessment. Next one. Now we have Frog with a gun. It's a cute little frog in a little car with a gun. It even has pew pew on it. You can tell whoever did this put a lot of effort into that frog with a gun. So, let's get to reviewing it. It's a level 2 aqua water monster. All right, that fits within frog decks. You see, this is probably frog support. Let's see if we can compete with Swap Frog. So, during the main phase, quick effect, you can discard this card. Both players can use any zone on their field to summon monsters, or play spell and trap cards for the remainder of the duel. What? Additionally, if a player cannot resolve a card or effect because it cannot properly interact with a card on the field, negate that card or effect and send it to the graveyard. I guess that's one way to solve the ruling's nightmares that would cause. You can only apply the effect of Frog with Gun once per duel. Yeah, I'd hope so. Is this Seal of Orichalcos bullshit? Yeah, it's Seal of Orichalcos. So, this would allow you to have up to 12 monsters on the field. Which is really good. Or up to 12 spell and traps. There's other with guns. I'm going to review them all at once. Next up, Dinosaur with gun. As you can see, it is a dinosaur with a gun. I'm not sure how he operates that gun. It kind of makes sense with a frog, but obviously not a dinosaur. You know, obviously. This is a card with a gun. It's a dinosaur, level 3, fire, with 0 defense. Oh, you forgot to give it 200 defense. You were so close. During the main phase, quick effect, you can discard this card. Both players can look at each other's extra deck for the remainder of the duel. Okay. Also, for the remainder of the duel, either player can summon to their side of the field any card from either player's extra deck as if it was their own. You can only apply the effect of dinosaur with gun once per duel. Now that's interesting. That would be a good way to just screw your opponent over, but also they could use your cards too. But also, if you just use a whole bunch of crappy extra cards, it would just be a way to lock out your opponent's extra deck. Huh. Huh. Next one. Dragon with gun. Let's see. Level 4 wind dragon type monster. Is this supposed to be support with Tempest, the dragon ruler? Alright, let's see. During the main phase, quick effect, you can discard this card. All targeted destruction effects can target any card on the field for the remainder of the duel. Additionally, if a player cannot resolve a card or effect because it cannot select and destroy a target, negate the card in effect and send to the graveyard. You can only apply the effect of Dragon with Gun once per duel. Targeted destruction effects. You know, I get what he means with that. You'd probably need to word it a little bit more legalese in order for it to make sense within the rulings. MST your opponent's boss monster? Yeah, but MST only destroys spell or traps, so it wouldn't be able to target that. I'm trying to think, what the hell would this even be useful for? It would probably have to be something like a monster who targets itself. And then you can have it target someone else instead. Or if you use a card like Oops. That's probably the best use of the card. So let me bring this up. Oops. Edo Pro. There we go. Oops. You see, look at this one is target one card you control and destroy it. But even then, this one specifies a card you control. So you wouldn't be able to target one of your opponent's cards anyway. You see, would be able to target monsters with this effect? No, but it also has another clause where if it's not a proper target, then it doesn't do anything. So you would need very specific cards for this to work. Oh, Kizzy Jazz, you're the one who made this. Okay, if Kizzy Jazz says it's supposed to work with MST, then it would just need a different, like, text. So if the original author of this says it's supposed to work that way, then we'll take it like that. So, assuming it's worded differently, it basically allows any card that targets and destroys things to target anything and destroy anything. So I guess it would have to, like, change it. Like, it would have to be something like, if a card has an effect to target something with an effect that involves destroying it, then that effect instead becomes target one card in the field and destroy it. You know, that would get rid of all the rulings nightmares. It's like a replacement. Okay. Yeah, I might have messed up a little bit. Okay, I get you. Next up, we have Cat with Gun. Let's see, it's a beast, level 1. Okay, level 2 or lower, which means it's a target for Obedience Schooled. During the main phase, quick effect, you can discard this card. Shuffle both players' decks together and split the combined deck evenly into 2 decks. If there are an odd number of cards, the player that discarded this card chooses which deck gets the extra card. Then you flip a coin and call it. If you call it right, you can choose which deck you play with and which deck your opponent plays with. If you call it wrong, then your opponent decides which deck you play with and which deck your opponent plays with. You can only apply this effect of cat with gun once per duel. Wow. American cat? Yeah, basically. This is how all cats are in America, can confirm. This is why you hear about cat attacks. Alright, so that's all the cat with gun archetypes. Let's go over the rating. So, power. They're really strong. The Seal of War Calculus 1 goes into territory of too strong. I won't knock off points though. It's not like ridiculously strong. I can kind of give cards a pass when they're too strong, when they're really creative. Like I'd give it full points in creativity. Those are all very creative effects. So we'll give it points for that. And then viability. Would it be at least tier 2? These are like staple cards. With how strong they are, sure. And with the art is obviously lovely. So I'd have to give these a gun out of 10. Very gun. I was thinking a low gun, but maybe a high gun. Oh, no, sorry. I made a mistake. Gun out of 10. All right, next one. All right, so this guy sent in a whole bunch of Toon custom cards, and the art is ridiculously good. Like, look at that. This dude is a professional artist, or he took the art from someone online who made them. I think I asked, and I'm pretty sure he said he was the one who made the art. But even then, I'm not sure. It's really good art. So, Toon Chaos Emperor Dragon. It's a dragon Toon monster. The artist for this is someone on DeviantArt. Yeah, I know. It could be the artist. Who knows? That's not super important. Like how Yatagarasu is in the background. Yeah. Look at him right here. I wonder if it references him in the infect. So, this card cannot be normal summoned or set. It must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 1 light and 1 dark Toon monster from your graveyard. A light and dark Toon monster, huh? Cannot attack the turn it is summoned. While you control Toon World and your opponent controls no Toon monsters, this card can attack your opponent directly. Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points, send all cards in the field in both players' hands to the graveyard, then inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each of your opponent's cards sent by this effect. Okay, so it's just literally unnerfed Toon Chaos Emperor Dragon. Obviously, this is good. Let's continue. Even if it is harder to bring out than the original, the fact that the original is nerfed, and this one has the original effect, makes it better than the errated original. Okay, a decent nerf. Requiring 2 Toon monsters in the graveyard? I don't think that's enough to justify that overpowered effect. Ooh, I wonder if this is pre-nerf Dark Magician of Chaos, too. So, Dark Magician of Chaos. Spellcaster. Cannot attack the turn it's summoned. Must be special summoned from your hand by treating 2 monsters from your hand or field whose levels equal 8 or more. Really? So it's a Black Magician of Chaos. I think they used the wrong name in this one. You see, Black Magician of Chaos is the one who's a ritual monster. Dark Magician of Chaos is the effect monster. So requiring it to have a ritual-like effect is on the wrong card. Let's continue. While you control Toon World, and your opponent controls no Toon monsters, card can attack directly. Yeah, like all Toon monsters. During the end phase, if this card was normal or special summon this turn, you can target one spell card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Okay, that is the effect of the original Dark Magician of Chaos. But it's the pre-errata version. No, not pre-errata, post-errata. The errated version. You can use this effect once per turn. You can only use this effect of Dark Magician of Chaos once per turn, but this is Toon Dark Magician of Chaos. That means you could use it multiple times because it's the wrong card once per turn. If this card destroys one smart battle, after damage calculation, banish that opponent's monster. If this face-up card leaves the field, banish it instead. Whoa, it's Dark Magician of Black Chaos. Exactly. Whoa. I think you mean Dark Magician of Black Chaos? I might be thinking about that. Let me see. Dark Magician of... No? Magician of Black Chaos. No, I got it right. Let me show you guys. Magician of Black Chaos. This is the ritual one. Dark Magician of Chaos is the one this one is referencing. Isn't Black Chaos? Yeah, it is. Magician of Black Chaos is a ritual monster. This Toon monster has a summoning condition which is reminiscent of the ritual monster, but it has the effect of the effect monster. And it's also, its hard once per turn is worded slightly incorrectly. You were saying Black Magician of Chaos? Magician of Black Chaos? Black Magician of Chaos? Okay, I guess I was saying it wrong. Alright, so... It's the eroded version's effect. So that's alright. That's alright, I guess. Toon Light and Darkness Dragon. Cannot be summoned except by a Toon card. Cannot attack the turn it's summoned. While you control Toon World, your opponent controls the two monsters. Card attack directly. While this face-up card's on the field, it's also treated as Dark Attribute. Once per chain, during either player's turn, when a spell card, trap card, or monster effect is activated, this card loses exactly 500 attack and defense, and that activation is negated. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, target one monster in your graveyard, destroy all cards you control, except Toon cards, also special summon that monster, if any. So it can be special summoned by a Toon card? Like Toon, Red Eyes Black Dragon? Or Toon Dark Magician? Because if so, that's super strong. Toon Blackluster Soldier? What does Toon Blackluster Soldier do? Will you please keep the stream after you finish? It's going to go into an unlisted playlist on my Stream VOD playlist and also the custom card playlist. So you can watch it there. Toon Blackluster Soldier. Whose total levels equal 8 or more. While you control Toon World and your opponent controls all two monsters, card attack directly. Once per turn if you control Toon World. Draw one card on the field. Also can attack the turn it's activated. It has nothing to do with Toon Blackluster Soldier. Toon DM and Toon Red Eyes? Yeah. I'm thinking a page flip. Yeah, this one's good. You can special summon it with a Toon monster. It's literally Light and Darkness Dragon, which was a card that saw a lot of competitive play in the past. But if you could special summon Light and Darkness Dragon, oh boy. Do we allow submitted cards that are remakes of anime cards? Sure. Dude, there are so many cards that were sent in. I don't think it's possible to cover all of them. I'd like to review all the cards you guys send, but there's too many of them. So at most, I kind of just read them at random. Pick a couple that I like personally. And of course, prioritize ones that were sent in by, you know, channel members or high tier patrons. Rip my IDL cards. Hey, they could still be sent in. Like if I don't review them, feel free to resubmit them. Just don't spam me with resubmissions. It just shows how popular you are. I don't know. I can only imagine how much submissions the top 4 custom card reviewers get. If little old me at, you know, the number 5 spot gets this many. So like 2-hour stream every now and then. I do one every week now. Let's go on to the next one. Ooh, I like this one. Toon Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. So, cannot be normal summoner set. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 3 light and or dark monsters from your graveyard. Can I attack the turn it's summoned? While you control Toon World, and your opponent controls no Toon monsters, this card can attack your opponent directly. When summoned this way, you can activate this effect. And apply the following effect based on the attributes of the monsters banished with a special summon. And also, it cannot attack for the rest of this turn. Huh, it has 2 clauses that stop it from attacking. Only light, special summon monster from your grave in defense position. Only dark, shuffle a card from your opponent's hand to the deck. Both light and dark, destroy up to 2 cards in the field. You can only activate the effects of Toon, Chaos Dragon Legionnaire once per turn. I mean, it's literally just another Chaos Dragon Legionnaire, and there's no restrictions on it being on the field. Like, you don't need to control Toon World, so there would be no reason not to play this alongside just normal Chaos Dragon Legionnaire, since you would just double up on the effects. And I don't think this one has a hard once per turn on its effect either. Although I'm not 100% sure the original one has a hard once per turn either. Now you can have 6, exactly. Now you can have 6 Legionnaires. And Legionnaire is already searchable. Yep. So, yes, I would love to play 6 Legionnaires, of course. You should review Des Monkey's custom cards. Who did, which ones did Des Monkey send in? It can be used outside of Toon decks, which turns it into a second Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. Yep. Alright, so these are the Toon cards. Let's give them some ratings. So, obviously, these cards will get a +1 for their art, because the art is amazing. The power of the cards, sure, they're pretty strong, especially Toon Chaos Dragon Legionnaire and Chaos Dragon Emperor. I will say, this card right here is a little broken. Like, just pay 1,000 life points to send all cards in both players' hands and field to the graveyard, and then inflict damage to your opponent, and it's not even a hard once per turn. That's broken. I can't believe, like, that's too much, even for a custom card. Like, you wouldn't see a normal card with that kind of effect. I'm being facetious, of course. This one's also kind of strong, just because of its summoning conditions. And this one's strong, because it's literally just Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. So, we'll give it full points in power, but only 1 point in creativity, because it's literally just copies of the original effects. They're just given Toon summoning conditions. And would they be viable? Sure, of course they would be, because their original counterparts are viable. That is the original effect before the errata? Yes, yes. So, let's give it a score. So we have power, creativity, it's 4, 5, viability. Sure, we'll give them. Let's see, power. I would give it 3. Creativity a 1. Viability would also be a 3, so that'd be a 7, an 8, an 8 out of 10 because of the art, giving it 1 extra point. All right, 8 out of 10. Nice try. That's actually a pretty high score. I think I did my math wrong. Nope. That's accurate. All right. -1 for creativity? I'm not going to give it -1 for creativity. Power 10-10 creativity for viability, not score because it would break tunes. I mean, they would just be strong, even outside of tune cards. Especially Toon Chaos Dragon Levianeer. More Madoka cards? Yes. More Madoka cards by the lovely, what's his name? By the lovely Leaf Blady. Another Madoka deck? He sent in 19 more Madoka cards. I'm only reviewing 6 of them here. They're back. Madoka. Face reveal. You guys want to see a face reveal? You want to see a face reveal? Here, let me turn on my camera real quick. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my camera real quick. Just give me a second. Okay, I haven't used this camera in a while, so it's taking a while to set up.
Hello, it's me, the actual DuelLogs. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to, turn my camera now. Goodbye, everyone.
Okay. Let's get back to reviewing. Big titty goth streamer. Dude, I should get one of those VTuber face rigs set up. And then just do that whenever someone asks for a face reveal. That would be a lot funnier. VTuber avatar one? I have no idea how to do any of that. You could ask someone to make a VTuber rig for the character for your streams. I would totally do it as a joke, but not seriously, because that is a super cringy thing to do seriously. Nothing against, you know, VTubers or anything. You know, I actually really like them. It's just, for me, to pretend to be a Kiza for reals is incredibly weird. Since she's basically a channel mascot. I'm here for the cringe? Yeah. If I were to do a VTuber thing seriously, it would have to be like a dude character. We were all expecting cringe. Sure, cringe is fine, like in small doses. But if like I did all my streams with a Kiza VTuber thing. Thanks for the $5, Crux990. Did you get your camera from Moonglade US? Yes. I actually got my artist to do that one. I'm having her work on emotes for the channel. Microdosing on cringe, exactly. What? People want to see my face again? You guys missed it? Aki's the friend zone? You get canceled like Twitter. Cringe of the week. No. Let's get back to the custom card reviews. Your artists look like they do hentai? My artist is actually... Like, here's the thing with this picture. So this one right here was I got it commissioned, but I didn't like it very much because it's not like anime enough. And I used it in thumbnails a couple of times and people were like accusing me of clickbaiting. And I was like, if people think this is clickbait, then obviously it's much better than I originally thought it was. Because you can't clickbait with something that's not appealing. And so I've just been using it and I was like, oh, well, great. I actually wasn't super satisfied with it because I didn't think it looked enough alike her. But people like accused it of being clickbaity and I was like, that's actually a really good compliment. It's whatever. It's cute. I don't know. People thought it was clickbait. I was like, sure, whatever. It's boring clickbait, not a fan of the eyes. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't a huge fan with it either, but people seem to like it. Wait, DuelLogs isn't Akiza? Here, let me pull out my camera again.
Hello, everyone. It is me, TheDuelLogs. Booga 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 booga.
I swear, that's the last time I'll do that. Alright. Mita Kahira City. Field spell card. When this card is activated, you can place one Madoka Kaname or one Puella Magi Pendulum monster from your deck face up in your Pendulum Zone. Once per turn, as if a Puella Magi Witch monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can add one Puella Magi Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. Deck in your face up Pendulum Zone is a special summon to your opponent's field. You can add a Puella Magi monster from your deck to your hand. If a Puella Magi Witch Link monster leaves the field, count the total link ratings of the monsters and place it on that many spell counters on Puella Magi cards you control that you can place spell counters on. Okay. That's technically good. So for some context, this Magica archetype is very pendulum based with spell counters. So it allows you to place one of those cards in your Pendulum Zone in your extra deck face up. No, from your deck in your Pendulum Zone? Oh, that's even better. If their card is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field, none of them really do that, though. I guess that's one of the 19 that was added. And if a Puella Magi Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand... If a Puella Magi Link monster leaves the field, count the total link rating of that monster and place up to that many spell counters amongst Puella Magi cards you control. Okay, I think I get it. I'll summarize these all later. Do we need spoilers for this archetype since it's pretty good with anime plot twists? Madoka Magica came out almost 10 years ago. I think you guys will be fine. You should watch the anime already if you haven't. Next up, we have Nagisa's Resolve. All Puella Magi Pendulum monsters you control gain 500 attack. Ooh. While your life points is lower than your opponent's, Puella Magi Nagi Mome you control gains attack equal to the difference. Oh, so this is like one of those singular specific support cards. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, if its attack is greater than or equal to your life points. You can pay life points that you only have 100 left. Negate the attack. And if you do, special summon this named monster from your hand deck or face up extra deck. Whoa. You can only use this effect of her resolve once per turn, and you can only control one Nagisa's resolve. Once per duel. I mean, if you have to pay all those life points, so you only have 100 left, special summoning one card from the deck isn't that big of a deal. You know, now that I think about it, that's actually a pretty good way to balance out special summoning a monster from the deck. Because like 100 life points is playing things really dangerously. Like life points don't matter unless you only have 100 left. It's real easy to deal 100 points of damage. Harsh restriction? No, I think that's a pretty good restriction. Like, you know how I make those explaining the ban list videos where I give a whole bunch of like explanations on how to will these work in Duel Links? Oh, these would be broken as hell in Duel Links. Where I give like how a card could be fixed to be unbanned. I've never thought of just giving it the back to the wall treatment. Or pay all but 100 life points in order to do the effect. That's a pretty good restriction. Cowboy for game? Yeah, it would like make it cowboy for game, or if your opponent attacks over literally any of your monsters, because that would result in at least 100 points of damage. It's not a bad restriction, because if you don't use the effect, you lose. Yeah, it's like as close as you can get to making yourself almost lose. The only life point that matters are one life point. The other are just there to protect it. Yep. But also, when you go down to 100 life points, that's like living on the edge. Gallus for game? Exactly. Okay, I like this one. Kyoko Sacrifice. Ooh, this is spoilers. Trap card. If this card is set by a Puelli Magi Kyoko Sakura, you can activate the turn of a set. Target one Puelli Magi Pendulum monster you control and one other card in the field. Also, if that monster you targeted was a Puelli Magi Kyoko Sakura, you can target an additional card in the field and destroy them. Okay, so you can target one of your Puelli Magi Pendulum monsters and another card in order to destroy them, and if you have another one, you can target two cards instead. This kind of sounds like Snake Deity? Not Rise of the Snake Deity, but Offering to the Snake Deity. Open up Edo Pro. So Offering to the Snake Deity is target one face-up reptile-type monster you control and two cards your opponent controls and destroy all three targets. It's a good card, but Kyoko Sacrifice is like, you know, you need to target a specific monster just to gain the effect of Offering to the Snake Deity. It's a little bit overbalanced. Like Icarus attack, but worse? No. It would activate the effects of your pendulum monsters. It's a good effect. It's just a little bit too balanced. Which is fine, you know, I should probably give points to decks that are too balanced rather than ridiculously broken, considering some of the stuff we've seen today. Alright. Next up, Puelli Magi Witch Candeloro. Candeloro. Is it Candeloro or Candeloro? That was a big spoiler. Hey, it came out like almost 10 years ago, so. Actually, I think it was 10 years ago. Holy shit, it was 2011. Madoka Magica came out in 2011. It's 2021. I didn't think it was actually 10 years. Candelorio? Whatever. Link 4. It's a witch. Must be special summoned from the extra deck to either field by tributing a Puelli Magi Mami Tomoe without spell counters. Okay. Oh, so that's where the field spell card comes in. Cannot be used as a link material. If a monster except a Puelli Magi monster is special summoned face up to a zone this card points to, except near the damage step, place one ribbon counter on that monster. Monsters with the ribbon counter cannot attack nor activate their effects. You can shuffle this card from your graveyard into your extra deck. special summon 1 Puelli Magi Mami Tome from your hand, face up extra deck or graveyard. And if you do, place 3 spell counters on it. You can only use this effect of Puelli Magi Witch Candelario once per turn. So if you send this card from your deck to the graveyard with extra Foolish Burial, you could just special summon a card from the graveyard. Or extra deck. Fascinating. I guess that's why there's a whole bunch of cards, because these really work together with each other. Now we have Puelli Magi Nagisa Momoe. No, Momoe. Yeah, it's Momoe. I know how to read Japanese. Kind of. Pendulum card. Level 7, I think? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 7. Weebs. Yes. So, when this card is activated, place 1 spell counter on it, max 1. While you control another Puelli Magi card, when a spell/trap card or effect that was activated by your opponent resolves, remove 1 spell counter from this card and negate the effect. If this card has no spell counters on it, you can destroy this card. So if you have a face-up Puelli Magi card, you can negate spell or trap effects. Okay, that's good. It doesn't destroy them, it just negates the effects. It's still good, but it seems inherently somewhat balanced. Somewhat. Negates are always kind of contentious about whether they're broken or fine. Because, like, negates are either completely broken or not strong enough. There's, like, no middle ground. Spellcaster Pendulum effect. If this card's pendulum summon, place 1 spell counter on it, max 2. Gains 300 attack and defense for each spell counter on it. If a card you control would be destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can remove 1 spell counter from this card instead. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can set 1 spell or trap directly from your deck that specifically lists Puelli Magi Nagisa Momoe in its text. Okay. So it can protect your cards, and then floats into a search on its destruction, and can destroy itself in the pendulum zone. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for a pendulum card. Pendulums are always confusing because they have so much stuff on them. Wait, a Madoka Magica set? Man, I'm expecting some crazy-ass cards now. No, these are actually all pretty tame. Almost like Koki Mirrored Guardian for the deck, just spell or traps? Yeah. Are these cards after the anime where the girl got her head eaten by a weird snake monster? Yeah. Madoka's Wish. Oh, if this card isn't ridiculously crazy, then I'm going to be disappointed. If this card was set by the effect of Puelli Magi Madoka Kaname, you can activate the turn it was set. When a Puelli Magi Pendulum monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can destroy 5 Puelli Magi Pendulum monsters with different names in your hand, face up extra deck, and or face up on the field. And if you do, special summon 1 Ultimate Madoka from your extra deck. This is treated as a special summon by the effect of Madoka Kaname. Oh. So if I remember correctly, Ultimate Madoka was like an Ultimate Falcon, where she was just immune to everything and had really high attack, and didn't really do anything else besides that. Except have a very restrictive summoning condition, which this fixes. If a Madoka Kaname is in your pendulum zone, you can destroy Puelli Magi cards from your deck, up to twice the number of Greek counters on the field. Oh. Okay, so this fixes the problem of Ultimate Madoka being too hard to summon. Ultimate Madoka sounds like a Digimon. Ultimate Madoka is like Ultimate Falcon. Just remember that. The effect is very similar. So this is actually pretty good. It's like destroy 5 pendulum monsters, summon an Ultimate Falcon from your deck. However, destroying pendulum monsters activates their pendulum effects. No, activates their monster effects. And places them in the extra deck, so that's actually a benefit. This is a sneaky benefit. Ultimate Madoka is basically a fan name for God Madoka. Yeah. But also, it works exactly like Ultimate Falcon, so... it's a really apt conversion. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so this was 6 Madoka cards. Let's give it a rating for the 6 new Madokas. They're pretty balanced like normal. Thanks for the $2, Calamity Central. Hopefully it's not too late to submit cards. For this particular stream, it is, but you can always submit them for next time, for next week. How do you destroy cards in the face-up extra deck? I thought pendulum cards went there when destroyed. True, that does kind of cause problems. The answer is don't think about it too hard. Let's see here. Kyoko's Sacrifice. Pretty balanced. This one, surprisingly balanced. This one is just good support for the rest of the deck. The Link Monster is interesting. Special summons itself to your opponent's field. Has a great graveyard effect. It's probably better if you just send this card directly from the deck to the graveyard. This one's a nice negate. And this one's an excellent way to search out Ultimate Kaname. So, let's review. Rating. How is their power? You know, it's balanced. And I think it's probably good enough to see play. We'll give it 3 for that. Creativity. The person who made this archetype obviously loves it very much and has spent a lot of time thinking about their effects. It's good enough. Some of the cards are pretty creative. And they have proper PSCT and everything too. And viability, would they be viable? I think I should probably change that last one, because obviously if the cards are strong, they're going to be viable. 10 out of 10, honestly. We will give it... Yeah, it kind of deserves a 10 out of 10. We'll give it a 10 out of 10 so far. The reason it gets a 10 out of 10 is because the effects are not overpowered. I'm kind of really liking how they're balanced. They are very creative. There's obviously a lot of effort put into making the effects different. And to actually work with whatever the archetype's trying to do. And they would probably be viable. They're like a weaker Endymion archetype. If it was Endymion with a gun, I'd rate it higher. Yeah. +1 with the art too? Yeah, the art would also give it a +1 too. Just because I love me some Madoka Magica art. Is the anime in Crunchyroll? I want to start watching it tomorrow. That's where I watched it originally. I'm not sure if it's still there or not. It's probably on Netflix. Okay. What's up next? I think it's just the Venom cards. That's it. Let's go over to the Venoms now. So, we have a series of Venom supports. The first 2 were sent in by a different person than these other ones. Actually, no, they weren't. I wouldn't support Crunchyroll. What? Why? What's wrong with Crunchyroll? Crunchyroll's paid me a lot of money to sponsor, to say go watch their stuff. Everybody, go watch Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll.com/hirumaredx. Get 2-week free trial. Start your anime adventure today. Watch all the anime you want in glorious 1080p. Professionally subtitled. After only 24 hours after it airs in Japan. I'm pretty sure that link still works. Okay. Starving Venom Fusion Hydra. One Venom monster plus 1 effect monster. You can only use each effect of Starving Venom Fusion Hydra once per turn. Destroy all monsters in the field with Venom counters on them. Ooh. How do you activate that effect? Just whenever? No once per turn? Yeah, that's fine. I think that's pretty reasonable. Below minimum wage workers? Yeah. If this card is in your graveyard, target 1 reptile type monster you control, special summon this card from the graveyard, and then destroy the targeted monster. Huh. Target 1 reptile type monster you control, special summon this card from the graveyard, and then destroy that target monster. Oh, that's actually pretty good in the archetype. It already says once per turn. You can only use each effective Starving Venom Fusion Hydra once per turn. Okay. There it is. I kind of just completely blanked that part out. Yeah. So, they are once per turns, and its graveyard effect is pretty good. That's pretty good. It's an excellent target to send to the graveyard with something like Extra Foolish Burial. It says once per turn. Yeah, you can use each effect, so it actually gives a way to destroy immediately with Venom counters. And it allows you to activate Venominaga. Excellent. I love it. Next card. Venom Fusion. I don't know why it has Spider-Man on here for a Venom archetype. Have you ever used Cannon Soldier FTK or Yada Lock? I don't think I've ever used an FTK deck before. Fusion summon one Venom monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand field or monsters with Venom counters on them from any side of the field as fusion materials. Ooh, I just noticed this. This is a great Super Poly target. And this one's basically Super Poly Light. Okay, that's pretty good. It's like Predaplants. Predaplants do this too. Venom Emissary. Emissary. Pretty sure that's how you say it. Link 1/1 monster. You know, sometimes I pronounce cards wrong on purpose, but I also do it enough on accident where people just think I'm stupid either way. One reptile type monster. Link 1. Link 1s are always really good. You can only use each effect of Venom Emissary once per turn. During either player's turn, you can send one reptile type monster from your deck to the graveyard. Place one Venom counter on each face-up monster on the field. Whoa, except Venom monsters. If this card is destroyed, place one Venom monster. Special summon one Venom monster from your graveyard. Okay, that's really good. It's super good. You're not stupid. I mean, a little bit. Amazing Link 1. Yeah, this is an amazing Link 1. I remember someone was making a case like, Link monsters aren't broken, it's Link 1 monsters that make Links broken. And that's kind of true. If you removed all Link 1 monsters from the game, Links wouldn't be like as powerful as they are. It can link into itself. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Emissary is a bad pronunciation. Emissary. You want me to say emissary? Because it's more fun to say emissary because people, you know, it will upset people and that pleases me greatly. The artwork is literally anime version of Venom counters? Really? You see, this would be really good if there was good Venom, if there was good reptile graveyard effects. The arrow is literally useless. The arrow doesn't matter. You don't need the arrow. Venom Python. Reptile, level 2. You can only use the effect of Venom Python once per turn. I don't like how the once per turn is at the beginning of the effect. I'm so used to it being at the end. When this card is sent to the graveyard, add one Venom card from your deck to your hand. Then send one reptile type monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Oh shit. That's good. That's really good. Ojama Trio? Why? What's wrong with Ojama Trio? Venom Marshes. When this card is activated, add one Venom card from your deck to your hand. If there are 2 or more Venom counters on the field, you can add one Snake Deity card instead. Add one Venom card from your deck to your hand. If there are 2 or more Venom counters on the field, you can add a Snake Deity card instead. Like Rise into the Snake Deity. When a monster is summoned, place one Venom counter on that monster, except Venom monsters. If a Venom spell or trap would be destroyed, you can remove one Venom counter from anywhere on the field instead. A Venom spell or trap, so that means this one, so it has self-protection. I see. So it allows you to add a Venom card, which is good. A Snake Deity card, which isn't as good. I'm surprised that costs more life points. It has a harsher restriction. And It allows you to protect itself, while also placing venom counters on cards that are summoned, kind of like a pollutant planet virus. What percentage of people are still not subscribed? I can tell you guys after I finish reviewing this. This is the last one. Reborn of the Snake Deity. The name of this card, this face-up card in the field, is Rise of the Snake Deity. That's probably good because the original Rise of the Snake Deity sucks. When a face-up venom monster you control is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon one reptile-type monster from your graveyard, whose level is less than or equal to the destroyed monster's level, plus number of venom counters in the field. Whoa. If this face-up card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, special summon one reptile-type monster from your graveyard. Does this allow you to bring out Venomi Naga from the graveyard? I think it allows you to bring out Venomi Naga from the graveyard. That's really good. Snake Rain? Snake Deity? There's no card that has Snake Deity in its singular name? Yeah, there's Rise of the Snake Deity. Right here. It's the card you need in order to bring out Venomi Naga. You still have to attack 3 times? Sure, but bringing out Venomi Naga is the hard part. Because once she's out, Venomi Naga has like the best protection in the game. She's immune to all card effects and also cannot be targeted by any card effects. Like, she has 2 forms of protection. Target immunity and just immunity. She has immunity. I just win the game by using uncensored version of Ninomi Naga. Is this card censored? You know, I could see this card being censored. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro or Edo Pro, they love to use the uncensored versions of cards. Anime. Alternate formats. Yeah, I guess it's not showing it. Like, if there's an uncensored version of a card, you can bet they're going to have it in Edo Pro. Okay. So, that's the Venom archetype. I love me some Venoms. It allows you to bring out Venomi Naga easier. The Venom Fusion monster is great. The Venom's Fusion spell card is great. The Venom Link monster is excellent. They have an excellent Venom card with an actual graveyard effect. Even the continuous trap cards are both good. Damn, I got nothing but good things to say about it. Why even pretend with the score? Rating. The Venom archetype gets a 10 out of 10. Just straight up. Excellent stuff. I love it. I'm a huge fan of the Venom archetype, though. So that's kind of cheating a little bit. If you make Venom cards that are even just a little bit good, I'm probably going to give them a high score. Alright. That's all the... That's all the archetypes. That's all the cards. That's all the cards for this stream, anyway. Frog with gun. This is a good one. So, like always, if you wish to have a card reviewed, did I ever update the rules? No, let me add them here. What are the rules? These are the rules. This one seems old. Do not use IRL pics. Screencaps, do not use IRL pic. Wait, what the hell happened to the original one? Give me a second, I need to do some research. Custom cards 3. Ah, here it is. So, here are the rules. What do you need to send me custom cards? I will write them down in the description, right above chat rules. Twitter only. Only Twitter. Make one if you don't have one. Screencaps only. Don't send me links. Do not use IRL pics. Only drawings. Use images. Must be in English. There we go. Everyone gets it. Yay me. With a gun. I didn't see that one coming. Yes, with a gun. Alright, so just send them to the Twitter, yada yada yada. I might review them next time. If I don't review them, please don't get mad at me. Also, don't yell at me. Let's see, how many people are not subscribed to the channel? I promised I would look at the number. Let's see, if I go to my analytics, no premieres? I need to premiere more videos. Let's see, if I go to audience, it looks like, of the amount of people who watch my channel, 61.3% of them are not subscribed, which means only 38.7% of people are subscribed. Whoa, not subscribed people make up 1,700,000 views, while subscribed people only make up 950,000 views. Non-subscribed people take up the most amount of space. Top geographies. It looks like the #1 amount of viewers for my channel are from the United States at 45.1%. Coming in at number 2 is Germany at 4.9%. Apparently there's a lot of German viewers here. Hello there from Germany. Also, hello Rain Shining. Hey TheDuelLogs, what's up? Thank you. Benjamin Guerrero. Can we use old school Yu-Gi-Oh language instead of PSCT? You can use whatever you want. I don't knock out points for improper PSCT. I might poke fun at it though. Just a fair warning. Wow, lots of people from Germany. I am German. See, Missing No Man is German. How many have the bell turned on? Subscriber bell notifications. Subscribers who have turned on all notifications for your channel is 12.7%. Or, more accurately, 24,000 people. So of my 180,000 subs, is that how many subs I have? I don't remember. How do I check my subscriber number? I'm pretty sure it's 180. Let me check Social Blade. I'm on my analytics plate, but I don't know how to check my sub number. It's oh, it's 190. It's 189. Okay, so out of my 189 subscribers, only 24,000 of them have bells turned on. And of those people, only 9.2% have all notifications for the channel turned on. And enabled YouTube notifications. Oh, okay. So they have all notifications for the channel and also have all notifications for YouTube notifications as well. I see. Almost 190? Oh, you guys probably know my number too. I could have just asked chat and waited for you guys to tell me. Who needs balls? You see, the reason they probably turned off sub is because of my face reveal. I did a face reveal and people did not like it very much. Part of the comments were le cringe and just normal cringe. Let's see. Besides Germany, it looks like United Kingdom is in 3rd place at 4.7%. And then Canada at 4.4%. There's a lot of Canadians here. And then, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5th place is Brazil, which makes sense. I know about the large Brazilian audience. And show me your face and I'll subscribe. No, I can't do the face reveal again. I promised I wouldn't do it again this stream. People are already mad about it the first time. Canadian squad. Hello from Germany. Hello. Hi TheDuelLogs, how are you doing today? Can you please read my custom cards I made on Dueling Book? Please do it. Hey, Chaz Johnson. Look, I did review your cards. I reviewed them right here. See, Cyberstein. Cyberstein's running away. Cyberstein's Labs. Cyberstein's Igor. I can understand their effects. If you want to see the review, just go back and watch my stream VOD. I think Hand of Cybers. Thanks for super chat, Benjamin Guerrero. Is there enough info and content out there to make a video about those Japan-only boss duels that have been ordered? 8 to 10 card decks for Pegasus and Z1? I think there is a Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTuber who made a video on them. I think his name is like Yu-Gi-Oh! 100? Shit, I don't remember his name at all. Fuck. He's a big YouTuber. He makes like the history... No, what does he make? He makes like Yu-Gi-Oh! Card trivia. He does good stuff. But he made a video on those. And that's how I learned about him. Sorry, I missed it. Yeah, go back and rewatch the VOD. TGS Anime IRC. How would you know if you're putting our cards in next stream? Will you respond to our tweet or is it a mystery? It's a mystery, yeah. Generally, if I like the tweet, I'll probably put those cards in a video. That's one indication. Simo? No, it's not Simo. TGS Anime? Yes, that's the guy. I don't know how I forgot his name. Yu-Gi-Oh! 100? No, not Yu-Gi-Oh! 100. It's TGS Anime. Question. If we have some cards already sent, we send them again for the next review? It can't hurt to resubmit them. It's just if you, you know, spam me with resubmissions, I'll probably start ignoring them after a while. But, like, you really have to send them constantly in order for me to do that. You know, just think of, like, resubmissions. Do it, like, once every 2 weeks. Something like that. Switched MTG to around 10 years ago. All new cards affects the longs, or is just supposed to be custom cards? Yes, these are custom cards. But there's also effects that are way longer than this in the regular game. How many viewers from the Netherlands? Let me check. Netherlands. Netherlands comprises of 0.8% of the audience. So 20,000 people. No, not 20,000 people. 20,000 views come from the Netherlands. So 20,000 views out of 2,500,000. Wait, the channel only has 2.5 million for the past month? Oof, January has not been kind to the channel. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card lore gets crazy for no reason? Man, I want to make a World Legacy lore thing. How about Ohio? How about Ireland? I already closed the thing. I can't check anymore. Okay, I'm gonna go now. It's been a pleasure. See you all later. I'll stream again on Friday. I'll probably also try doing a normal stream on Monday. I'm gonna be just try to do it more than once a week. See y'all people later. Goodbye.
Until next week, the DuelLogs loves you all.